Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing Bungle in the Jungle, which is today's daily challenge from Bloons Tower Defense 5. And we are starting off with some 0-0 apprentices, then a 3-1 and a 1-0 Ninja Monkey. So since this is a completely symmetrical track, your best solution is to be non-symmetrical. Because the non-symmetrical way means that the towers will focus one balloon at a time and not have the same pattern on two sides, because otherwise you will have to build about 50% more towers to get the same result, and that is what a lot of people will find difficult on this track. If you build a symmetrical track or a symmetrical setup, you will just have more trouble, because for example, if a Moab would come from top and bottom part at the same time, you would build all your stuff in the bottom right. It would first attack the bottom Moab, and then once the top Moab comes through the bend and up to the bottom part, it will attack that. It will never have to attack both of them at the same time, and you will see that in action later on. So first few waves, we will lose some lives. I'm pretty sure you can do better than this, but yeah, with 114 lives left, I think this was a pretty decent playthrough. So it doesn't really matter basically. So we are still symmetrical for now, and that is a wrong position. So I kind of hoped the range upgrade would do a little more, but keep it on the bottom side and then build on the left side and right side of that little U-turn, and you should be fine. Well, it's not a super bad position, but I would not recommend it. Anyway, we're going to build most of our towers in the bottom right. And yeah, I started off in the top left as well, because it is kind of useful to have some towers at least on the other side. But my, most of my money will be spent in the bottom right. But you will see that soon enough. So both of the apprentices are upgraded to 2-0, maybe even 2-1. Yeah, the explosion is there, so the 2-1. They will be 2-2 for round 59. Don't forget that, because, it's the only way to pop the camo lads. And you're kind of screwed if you don't. So the advantages are plentiful if you build everything on the same side, or nearly everything. Because also, if you build a cannon at 4 and 2, you will have the stun available for all of your towers that are on that side, and that is just great. I mean, the stun from the cannon is just insanely good in these situations. And of course, for wave 63, it's kind of what you need. You don't really need it with Ninja Monkeys there, but it is very, very useful. Because, wave 63 of course has a lot of balloons in it. All of them are ceramics, and ceramics don't really die easily. So if you can stun them a couple of times and then either send them back to the entrance or just kill them, then yeah, that is pretty good. Anyhow, we're going to continue on. No, bottom right. Ah, come on. How bad are you at this game? Anyhow, I should have built 2 on the left side of that U-turn, 2 on the right side, and then go from there. But yeah, I was kind of being stupid and built them all over the place. So now I can't really shoot at the beginning of the track unless they are Moabs. And as you can see, the balloons come in one at a time. So you either get balloons from the top or from the bottom, but never from both. By the way, you can see where these things are coming from if you know one. So if you know the first, or the balloon from wave 24, or the first one from 33, you can actually see where the Moab is coming from and where this guy was coming from. So it doesn't really matter, because we have a good setup against everything. And that's basically all you need. You need a good setup against the big balloons, or the big waves I should say, which already passed by now. I mean, wave 65 should not be a problem. So as you can see, all of the balloons get sent back to their original position, and it is pretty easy to deal with. And all of my towers have good focus, so they all focus the same balloon. And that is of course exactly what I would want out of this. And it was a pretty easy playthrough. So 114 lives still remaining, and that is of course going to stay that way, because round 65 is never really a problem. Round 63, yes. Round 64 sometimes, but 65 almost never. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.